Let's spend a moment on the Russia-Ukraine conflict. President Vladimir Zelensky is at the World Economic Forum Congress Center at the moment. In fact, as I was coming up, I just bumped into him as he was walking in for his session. And the narrative at Davos seems to have changed on Ukraine. Last year, the question was, could there be a palace coup against Putin? Previously, the question was, how long will the war go on for? At one point in time, there was a question, can Putin and Russia lose? Now the question is, can Putin actually win? What's your sense?
Look, I think more than win or lose, this has been a conflict that, seems like it's going to go on for a while. And I think you have to think of it in terms of what changes the status quo, and at what point will the Ukrainians want to try and push for a settlement of sorts.
Maybe Putin doesn't want it.
Well, Putin actually privately has signaled that he would be willing to seek a settlement of sorts.
And wasn't that earlier when we didn't know as much as we do now, and the fact that maybe Trump wins in the US and Putin says, hey, I just need to hold on to November, and after that I can knock these guys out?
Yeah, that could well be the case. Putin is betting on Trump winning, for sure. Ukraine is betting on Biden winning, absolutely. So the stakes are clear there. I think both sides also will want to try and push for a settlement at a time when they are in the ascendancy. So, the timing is going to be very important for both sides. Ukraine has several milestones to look forward to this year. I mean, the spring and then summer and then winter counteroffensive didn't work out. It doesn't seem like they have the ammunition to push again for a counteroffensive until maybe 2025. So on Ukraine's point of view, this is going to be, mostly a defensive kind of maneuvering throughout 2024. But however, on the diplomatic front, they are trying to reorient some of their military supply chains through Europe rather than just depending on America. So they're very concerned about Trump, but they're also planning for a world in which Trump is president. Look out for the 75th anniversary of NATO, the big summit in June, where Ukraine is going to hopefully push for assurances and get them that it will eventually join NATO in 2 or 3 years. And those are all things that could lead to a pathway towards a settlement. And the reason why I say that is if NATO were to agree to create a pathway for Ukraine to join, then it would agree to defend the parts of Ukraine that Ukraine currently controls. So about 80% of the country, which would then mean that NATO has to defend those 80% sort of parts of territory that Ukraine does control. That'll be big. If that happens, we might have the beginnings of a settlement in 2024. That will likely take longer to work out, 25 or 26. But this is a war that will continue for a while.